Let's do this, Taurus. I don't even know if I have space to record on my phone, but I'm going to do the best I can to get y'all this video. All right, and I got the light on. Usually I do my readings in the dark, but today we got a little bit of light on. All right. And Taurus, just before I start, I'm going to shuffle these cards for a second. I'm trying to get my energy up. I just got back from vacation, me and the family, and we had a great time. We were over in the islands. Had to get corona tested before we went and everything like that. So the traveling was easy. It's just all the stuff you have to prepare to go to certain countries and things when you do travel now with this pandemic going on. So Taurus, I know you all personally have probably been going through a lot of changes, maybe identity changes, because Uranus is in the sign that your sun is in. Uranus is in Taurus. And it's funny because I'm going to try to make this video quick because, like I said, I don't have a lot of room on my phone. So I'm not going to get all into the planet placements and everything. I mean, Uranus is probably a really big thing for you all. And I know we've got Mars, and I think Mars is still in retrograde, right? And in Aries, it may have come out of retrograde, but I don't think so. Not quite yet. I can't remember. The last reading I did was like last week, the end of last week, last Thursday. And I went over the planets, and I'm telling you, it's been a whirlwind since last week because I went on vacation, had a ball, and I'm just trying to get back. I just got this on vacation. It's really cute. I'm really just trying to get back into the swing of things, right? But it's funny because, let me keep shuffling. Can never shuffle too much, huh? It's funny because I've been seeing so much just, I hadn't been on the internet, hadn't been on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, so of course I'm on YouTube a lot. And sometimes, when you just like watching reality TV, when you need to escape the hectic flow of life, sometimes you escape through reality TV or television, period, or some of these YouTube bloggers and things like that who talk about celebrity gossip. But I'm telling you, I have been seeing so much come out. I mean, we have to be in the age of Aquarius because so many things are being revealed about people and things about people. I mean, even if it's not celebrity gossip, even as you watch the presidential debates and all that stuff, it's truly the age of Aquarius, because the truth or versions of the truth or people's versions of the truth are totally coming out. And I'm talking about people being exposed, people's private business being told. And what made me kind of think of this to say this in this video is because right before I started doing this video, I was watching a couple YouTube videos with Jaguar Wright and all the things she's coming out saying about the industry, which even if some of it is exaggerated and fabricated, I think for the most part it's probably at least 50% to 75% true. And I thought about it. It's funny because I think Jaguar Wright is a Taurus, and I'm doing a Taurus reading. I literally was watching her videos before this, and I mean, she's going in on like Foxy Brown, Diddy, Christopher Williams, Beyonce. Like, she's just telling Mary J. Blige, Moni Love. She's just telling everything about everybody. She talked about Little Kim and Biggie, and it really made me sit here and think, wow, this is truly the age of Aquarius. And actually, before I even start turning these cards over, getting back to you, Taurus, I feel like you all are trying to either clear something up. Maybe something's going on is not totally clear, and you all want to clear that picture up. You want to clear it up. And then you all may also be trying to do something, maybe make some moves on the low, maybe do some things on the low. And I don't want to say get away with something, but I feel like you kind of trying to maybe make some moves to get away or something like that. I don't know. Those are just messages I had before even coming into this reading, which is funny. I got the Eight of Cups, which talks about walking away. So those three cards fell out. We're going to keep going. All right. So, and you guys could be dealing with a Cancer out there, because I did get the Chariot card, which is the 7, and then we got the 8 of Cups right after that. And then if you look on the Chariot card, it's like a car. It's like people moving, people going somewhere, and they've got like all this stuff on the top of their car, and they got a trunk on the top of their car. But for some reason, that trunk to me looks like a casket. I don't know. Don't ask me why. But the trunk on this card really looks like a casket to me. And I'm not sure. Here's the trunk. I'm not sure how clear that lighting is. But on the Chariot card, this car is still and it's stalled. So it's almost like something is not moving at this current time, but is really being contemplated, is really being thought about. You know what I'm saying? And there may be people around you that are trying to help you with your situation, or that could even be advising you, Taurus. Just looking at this Chariot card, you may have even had a vehicle breakdown. Maybe you all are contemplating getting a new vehicle. I think that may have came out in last month or the month before, Taurus reading something about a vehicle, something about a car, or something like that. So, and then we get the 4 of Pentacles. And when I talked about trying to get away with something, holding on to something, it's something that you guys have in your mind. It's something that you guys are thinking about. It's something that you guys want to do to get to a place where you feel comfort, and maybe even feel love, and you feel security. And maybe that's where you're trying to get to, because I also had the Elder of Pentacles, which I think the Elder of Pentacles, this is either like the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles. I forget on these cards sometimes. It's just the exact one. Some of these are in a Rider-Waite deck, but we know it's either the Queen or the King of Pentacles. So it's like, I feel like you all, and there we go, got the 9 of Cups. I feel like you all may be, you could even be walking away from a Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And maybe you were holding on to something and thinking about when times were good, when times were happy, or when your emotions were fulfilled. You may even be going through something with your money right now, where you're trying to make more money. Maybe you're having to kind of hold on to what you have, or if it's not that you have to hold on to your money, maybe you're trying to spend your money wisely and make certain decisions. And then we have the Initiate of Cups, which is, it's either like the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups. Again, I forget exactly which ones they are. It's either the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups. So again, those feelings and those emotions. I mean, you got a lot of Cups cards here. It's like yourself and your emotions reflecting, going into your emotions. I feel like I need one more card. It's like I got all these cards on the table, but they're really not telling me a full picture or a full story. But I see this has a lot to do with feelings and emotions and even expressing it. But I feel like you're not expressing it. Whatever's going on with you, Taurus, it's one of two things. Either you're getting all your emotions out, and things that are going on with you right now are really coming from an emotional place, which isn't your usual. You know what I mean? Even though you have emotions, we all have emotions. You don't usually necessarily operate that way or express that. So you may be having a lot of emotions inside right now that you're trying to figure out how to express. Because I don't have any air cards. I don't have any swords cards, which actually do represent, all right, that's going to be my, this is too many right here. But I did have one that just fell on the floor. So, one sec, let me get it. It's going to be the last couple of cards, because it was 2. So, yeah, you all are definitely wanting to walk away from something. I feel like I need a few of these. You want to walk away from something, clear something up, because somebody may be turning a blind eye to the issue, maybe turning your back to the issue, maybe looking back on the past and not wanting to move on or let something go. Or maybe some of these things that you have been through are causing you to go through a transformation that people in your life may not necessarily understand. Maybe you don't feel like you have a lot of assistance and help from other people, and you've got to be really independent to make things happen. But I see that you could be looking kind of looking back on some of the things you've been through, some of the hard times you've been through. You know what I mean? And again, it could have something. I don't know why I feel like a car or movement is a big part of this, or just maybe not moving and really figuring out your emotions and being ready to express that to someone to bring about a new chapter. And maybe you all are thinking of going in a different direction than you have been going in, maybe possibly taking a different course of action, having a decision to make. Like I said, and the death card represents, this is the number 13, which the 1 and 3 equal the 4. So 4 may be a prominent number, maybe something going on in 4 months, or something like that. And 2 is a multiple of 4. 4 is a multiple of 8. So seeing a lot of like the 2s, the 4s, the 8s in this spread. And really emotion. And I'm telling you, a lot of times, especially with this deck that I'm dealing with, a lot of times it'll tell me a story. But I really see this story being more about emotion. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. Going through a transformation right now, finding out who you really are and coming into yourself through this death card. But the way that you're doing it is from looking back at the past, maybe looking at times where you were emotionally fulfilled, or you had a lot of love in your life, or a lot of emotion that was expressed to you in your life. Because out of all the cards on the table, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those cards are cups cards, and cups really do talk about emotion, intuition, psychic connections. Maybe you have some sort of psychic connection with someone who and it refuses to die. But I feel like a lot of things are coming up. A lot of emotions are coming up from your past and things that you are holding on to. I really do feel like that, Taurus. So let's see what we can get out this deck, and I'm going to lay the love cards as well, just to get a little bit more information on this. So I got these 3 cards. Let me just see what they are. 2 of Winter. This is the 2 of Swords, talking about decisions again. Decisions and how to communicate those decisions. But I don't feel like you made the decision yet. Maybe you emotionally made the decision, but have you really, or do you really have the movement? I see a lot of standing still. Even in the Chariot card, which is the Cancer card, we usually see in a Rider-Waite tarot, it looks like the Chariot is in the process of movement. He's moving, and you even could be moving. You could be moving home or something like that. You could be leaving somebody, or moving homes, or changing residences as well. Or you and your partner could be moving to a new home or something like that, if it isn't you moving away. I just see a lot of single cards, and I feel like you have maybe male friends around you that are advising you and guiding you. And these could be older people than you, Taurus. And the 2 of Winter says, indecision is holding you back. Make the choices best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. And I think I literally just said that. Like, I see a lot in this spread about being stuck in emotions, and maybe stuck about what the right thing is to do. And maybe you feel like if you move, or if you make a move, another card of standing still and just being in solitude and solace, the Hermit. Maybe you feel like if you make a move, it's going to be a betrayal to somebody else or something like that. But as I get older in life, and as I've gone through things in life, I realize the way that things turn out best in your life, no matter how bad they may seem at the time, no matter how much they may seem to hurt other people at the time, is if you be true to yourself. If you be true to yourself and keep it real with other people, you can't go wrong. I mean, emotions are emotions. People will get hurt, but that's what happens in life. That's what we're here for as humans. You take a lick, you keep on ticking. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You learn those lessons and you move through life. That's what life is all about. But I feel like you are really internally really stuck in an emotional place. You know what I mean? And it's not a total bad thing, but yet it has you stuck, and it's not allowing you to move on. But that transformation and that new chapter is surely coming. it's coming once you take the blindfold off and really open your eyes, because right now you probably cannot see a manifestation in your life of how you feel inside, okay? And that may be frustrating. And the Hermit card, which is the Virgo card, it says, find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So maybe you all want to go on a more spiritual path when the path you really have been on is an emotional path, really concerned about your money, holding on to your money. Maybe money has been a big focus. And then we have the Queen of Summer, again, another water card. So this is the Queen of Cups. And it says, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others perhaps too much. So is there somebody that is draining you, or somebody that maybe took care of you, or maybe somebody on your mind or in your life of this nature? And again, I talked about intuition. And maybe because you aren't the emotional type, maybe letting your emotions, because I see so many emotional cards, I feel like how you feel inside, what you're feeling in your heart and your emotions is going to be so important for you in October and going through the rest of the year. And you really need to listen to that. And I know that Tauruses can be a lot of people, Tauruses, you do move slow and things like that. But what people may not realize about Tauruses, because they might not always say it and express it, is you're very intuitive. Tauruses are very intuitive. They're ruled by Venus. There's a lot of, and this is their realm. This is the Earth. We are on Earth. They are Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So when it comes to like business and things that go on a tangible Earth nature, you all are very intuitive and in tune. So I feel like if the signs that you may be dealing with in your life, and something that's heavy on your mind is of a water nature, it is of a Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean nature, okay? So and so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Specifically, Cancer came out and Scorpio came out. So you may have someone in your life with that or in their chart. And then you could be dealing with a Virgo, because the Hermit card came out. And also these could be placements in your own chart. But I feel like a lot of the focus is placed inward. It's on self. But eventually we have the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is saying you're going to have to make a decision. And when you make a decision, you're going to have to express that decision and let other people know about that decision. So this cannot last forever. Work your emotions out, then make a decision. And once you make a decision, because like we have the Two of Wands, but she's got her back to the Death card. So it's like not wanting to see something, not wanting to go through the fire, because maybe being afraid or not wanting to initiate this change, because maybe your life is set and you've moved and you're in a certain place in your life and you thought this was the end all be all and it's where you want to be, to kind of come and find out, especially with Uranus coming through your sign where your sun is. And depending on how early or late you were born in Taurus season, is going to depend on how much you feel it. So like right now, Uranus, I'm going to flip these over in a second. Right now, Uranus is in the early degrees of Taurus. I'm pretty sure it's no more than about 6 degrees, absolutely no more than 10 degrees into Taurus. And I think that's way too far, because Uranus is an outer planet and it moves pretty slow. So I'm going to take a guess that Uranus is probably about around 6 degrees or so of Taurus. Along with the fact that it's because it kind of throws me off as to where I was in the reading. And I don't know what the hell I was saying. I had to go on my phone and delete a bunch of stuff. And because I had a lot of vacation pictures that we took, it's a lot of stuff I couldn't delete. So I really need time to sit there and kind of go through my phone. So hopefully I'm going to make this quick and try to finish this up. So anyway, depending on if you're born early in Taurus or late in Taurus, is going to depend on, I think you're going to feel, I'm more of a house to house person. Yes, degrees are super important. And, a lot of people look at conjunctions under 10 degrees and things of that nature. But Uranus is a powerful planet. It's coming through your sign. So I feel like you're going to feel it regardless of how close it is to your sun, if you're a Taurus, right? But if you were born in early Taurus season, which would be about April 21st or something like that. Sometime between April 21st and 23rd. I think it's like April 21st that it changes over to Taurus season. So it either starts like the 21st or 22nd. I could be wrong. Every now and again, they start a little early. It could be the 19th. But anyway, it changes sometime around there. So if you're early April, if you are early Taurus, you may be feeling it more because Uranus is going to be really close to where your sun is in the sign of Taurus. So no matter what house it is, no matter what rising sign you are, your sun is still in the sign of Taurus. So you're going to feel that Uranus. So you may find yourself really going through some internal changes right now and wanting to be different or do things differently. And I just want to say, my mom stayed at my house while we were out of town to take care of the dog and to take care of Ruby. And when I say she pruned my plants and they look so good, I don't know if you all have ever had a palm, but they can be a little hard to take care of, especially like indoors when you're not in a tropical environment. And if you watch my last few videos, there was a lot of brown on my palm. It was looking kind of bad, but she pruned my plants and I just love her so much. So let's take a look. I don't know what the hell else I was going to say. I had to pause and sit here and delete shit and not know what to delete and what not delete. But let's see. New love. You all could be moving in a direction with new love, but let's see what else came in. Calling in your soulmate. So maybe there is a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection or something that you guys are thinking about or wanting to go towards. You know, something having to do with new love and it being like a deep connection. And this could be what is on your minds. This could be what you Tauruses are really thinking about. And I know a lot of times Tauruses honeymoon and express your love. So maybe you all could either be in a soulmate relationship. Maybe you do have a new love. Maybe you are either in that honeymoon phase or you feel like you're out of that honeymoon phase. But maybe you feel a lack of emotion and a lack of love. And that may be where all of these emotional cards are coming in. There could be a lack of emotion or a lack of love. Or maybe you are thinking on your soulmate. Maybe you're wishing for a new love and you really are yearning to have that emotional fulfillment or something like that. Or you could have met someone who's kind of got you in your emotions. Also, you could be looking back at when something was new and a connection that you felt that you were really attached and really deep into. And I'm just curious, Taurus, because this story you all don't want to reveal. It's like, it's funny, I talked about Jaguar, right? And she's kind of letting everything out. And then when I do this Taurus spread, y'all don't want to tell me much, do y'all? Y'all don't want to give me much dirt. It's like I don't see things that are really, nothing that's like too bad. I got the Page of Wands there, wanting to communicate and bring a message. I feel like Tauruses have something to say. And then again, Five of Cups, looking back on the past. I talked a lot and I felt like you guys are looking back on when there was love, when things were new and you were in that honeymoon phase. And maybe that's not where you are anymore. And you're ending a chapter because we got the World, which is 21 that adds up to a 3. So you're ending a chapter and trying to move on. And maybe there's just some stagnation there because you may be so focused on how you feel inside, looking at something that either went wrong or you lost or something like that. And I think some messages may come in that may possibly allow you to close a chapter, or maybe there's some communication that you need to have to be able to close a chapter and move on, Taurus. Like I said, I laid a lot of cards. I've been trying to do shorter readings, not lay so many cards. But out of all the cards I laid, I mean, it's telling me stuff. You know what I mean? I haven't done readings since last week. Maybe I just got to get back into the swing of things. But it's like it's telling me stuff, but it ain't really giving me the dirt. Like, what's tea? And I just talked about that, these tea pages and everybody telling everybody's business and exposing people. But Taurus is watching this reading. You ain't trying to tell me shit. You ain't trying to tell me shit. I just know you got to make a decision whether to go backwards or go forwards. You got some emotional stuff going on that you got to work out, that you're feeling. I feel like You want love. And I don't know if there's a lack of love because, I mean, and then I'm trying to look and see if you feel fulfillment where you are, but then I see things of walking away as well, walking away, holding on, um, you know, wanting to make an offer, wanting emotional fulfillment, wanting something to emotionally fulfill you, but yet you're holding back. You're holding back. It's something that's stopping you from moving forward. So maybe you just got a lot going on right now, Taurus, and you're trying to think of the best way to move forward, the best way to deliver this message or this news, and the best way to communicate about something that you feel was a big emotional hurt or something like that, or represented some sort of loss, and that could have been in a partnership, in a soulmate relationship or something like that. Or maybe you feel like the honeymoon phase is over and the thrill is gone, and you really need somebody to express their emotions of love for you to be able to take that next step. Maybe you don't know how much somebody loves you. Maybe that's what it is, because I'm seeing a lot of cups, and I find that even though earth energy and water energy are the feminine signs, they go to, if you look at general compatibility, they talk about earth with water, air with fire, right? The masculine signs with the masculines and the feminine signs with the feminine. But I don't know, getting all these cup cards for you just seems a tad bit strange to me. And even in the Rider-Waite ones, I pulled out the Five of Cups, which just telling me there's some indecision. There's something that hasn't been let go. There's something you're still focused on that you may not be expressing to some other people that they don't even know you going through. It's a lot of emotional hurts and pain inside that you may be holding on to that you don't quite know how to express towards. But you know what? I wish you the best. Like I said, in my life, I am learning whether you have to hurt people's feelings. You know, some things just aren't worth it. I mean, sometimes if people fuck you over or they do certain things that just get on your nerves, whether it's family or friends or whatever, sometimes it's just not worth saying nothing, because you know you ain't gonna really fuck with that person. You ain't gonna really deal with that person. Whether they understand where you're coming from is not really gonna make a difference. But then there are people that mean something to you in your life. And I just find that when you keep it real with people, like life keeps it real with you. And I feel like the universe and the creator will blesses you when you totally, I think that's the whole point of us coming to this planet, is to totally stand in who we are and create the best God form of ourselves and representation of the universe, the stars, the creator, God, whatever you want to call it, to create the best representation or have it play out on this earth. So I feel like when you stand in who you are and you stand in your truth, regardless of what other people think or have to say or how they feel, that you always come out on top, and the universe looks out and blesses you for that. So keep that in mind, Taurus. I may just be babbling at this point because that's how these cards kind of made me feel. So let me piece these two videos together, put it out there for you. I wish you guys the best. Nothing but love, you know, and I hope all of this works out. And I'm interested to come back before I do your reading for November. I'm going to come back and watch these videos because I want to know what happened and how things played out and clear this up and see what it really was all about. I love to do some personal readings for Taurus just to see what this is. And if I had the time, I would take this into an extended reading because that would be really interesting to really see how this plays out. So, Tauruses, have a great October. If you're cross-watching or other people, other signs who may be watching this video, maybe you're a Taurus moon, rising Venus, or you got Taurus prominent in some area of your chart. I know I'm late on my October videos. Like I said, I was doing really good in August and September, but like I said, I just got back from vacation. Tried to get these done before vacation, but I was, yeah, I'm not joking when I say I've been so busy. I do personal readings for people. I do astrology charts and readings for people, and I got a whole day job. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole day job. So please bear with me. I'm going to try to get the rest of these videos out sooner than later before we start to hit mid-October next week. So much love, Taurus, and I wish you the best. Holla at me in November, or hit me up. Visit me on Instagram at the Astro Link. That's my page. You can get things like these stones that you see here. I've got so much sage. You can purchase sage. I handpick all of the stones that I sell. I put together crystal kits for people. This is pyrite, amethyst quartz, rose quartz, selenite wand, I guess you can call it, selenite towers. I got the big